Hello. Going to talk to you about a couple of things, show you a couple of songs I'm working on right now that I will eventually record. You can see all that set up in another video. You just scroll down and find it. It's I don't know what it's called actually. My home studio, my bedroom studio. A couple of things I'm working on. This is actually something that I actually quit working on because I was just sitting around playing my guitar, and I made this little thing up, and it sounded so awesome to me, but that's all I could do was this. I mean, that's all I could just do this one little thing, but I couldn't figure anything else to go with it, so it's just this one little what can I go next to? A G? A D? I don't know. I was just messing around with this earlier. I mean, I mess around with a lot of stuff, and I'll make a nice little riff up, and then I'll completely blow it off and work on something else and start something new, and then repeat the process about 100 times. But see if I can remember this. I was actually recording this the other day, and I was trying to record this just because I thought this piece right here sounded really, really cool, and so I just started recording it, hoping that something might come out. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is a really pretty piece. What else? Here's what I'll do. I'll play Guess This Bob Dylan song. I'll play a Bob Dylan song, and the first person to guess it right, you can either message me if you don't want anybody else to know, or you can comment, I really couldn't care less. Let me think of let's see here. No. Oh, no, that's way too easy. That's way too easy. I have a better one. I have a much better one. Alright, here we go. I wanted to show a couple of things in my music book video and my music movie video. I left out one from each of them. The music movie one, the rockumentary one, was this: Rushes Beyond the Lighted Stage. This copy's a Blu-ray disc. It's amazing documentary. I saw it on TV, had to have it, so I got it. If you are a Rush fan, or if you're a rock and roll fan in general, you need to buy this right now. Stop my video, go to Best Buy, and buy this. This is the Bob Dylan scrapbook. I got this for Christmas, 2006 maybe, a couple years ago, 2007, I don't know. Cool picture of Bob right there, another one on the cover. It's just like, as you can see on the back, it has comes with a bunch of stuff like remakes of, like, reprints of, like, newspapers and concert posters and all kinds of stuff, like remakes of actual things. It's really cool. I enjoy going through it. If you saw my Bob Dylan record collection, you saw that's the interview CD. It's got all kinds of interviews on it from 1956 to 1966, all kinds of stuff. Wait, no, this book talks about his life from 1956 to 1966. But it's got all kinds of stuff, like a page from his high school yearbook, his annual. There's Bobby right there, Robert Zimmerman, looking. He actually kind of looked like a chick in that picture, but maybe that's just me. But his it's their aspirations page. You know, some of these people want to be singers, or no, not singers. They want to be teachers, and Bob wanted to be a singer, obviously. Robert Zimmerman, to join Little Richard. It's kind of funny. A picture of his parents, an ad from a newspaper, his parents' electrical store. Bob was not poor by any stretch of the imagination. Bob's dad and his brothers owned an electrical store in the 50s and stuff. Here's the cover of Bob's copy of Woody Guthrie's book, Bound for Glory. My copy's right here. A little different looking these days, but same book though, same book. Where was I? Oh yeah. It's got Bob's name written in it. April 21st, 1961, Bob Dylan. This is one of the coolest aspects of this whole situation is the handwritten lyric sheets, the copies of his handwritten lyric sheets. There's a couple of these. That is for Talking New York. Kind of awkward to get back in there, but there we go. Here's one for like Blowing in the Wind and Times They Are Changing. Here's Gertie's Folk City, John Lee Hooker, country blues singer, and Bob Dylan. Here's another Gertie's Folk City thing with Bob with Lonnie Johnson, a bunch of people. Great photos. I don't know if the camera's picking this up. That's a cover with Bob's handwriting saying, you know, writing the lyrics for a song for Woody, or to Woody. There's stuff like this, like a little leaflet. The Folk Center presents Bob Dylan in his first New York concert, New York City concert. All kinds of information about Bob. Complete lies, though, I think most of them. Yeah, see, Bob Dylan was born in Duluth, Minnesota in 1941. He was raised in Gallup, New Mexico. Completely false. Before he came to New York earlier this year, he lived in Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Kansas. He started playing carnivals at the age of 14, accompanying himself on guitar and piano. He picked up the harmonica about 2 years ago, and so on and so forth. Bob grew up in Duluth until he went to New York. He left the day after high school. Here's a little platform ticket for the March on Washington. And a lot of this stuff, it's printed on the back, so nobody can fake this as a real thing. It's stamped on the back, reproduction, so people can't like sell this as a legitimate thing. That's how well, you know, done they are. This is the lyric sheet for Blowing in the Wind. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Quickly, let's see. thing up. There's all kind. I mean, this thing is full here of different like advertising things that they would have put out in magazines and stuff of Bobby. This is a little booklet that's got all kinds of stuff in it. All kinds of cool stuff. Whoop. Just wasted a lot of time there. Okey-doke. Some good pictures. Again, here's a little flip thing with there. Here's the Newport Folk Festival 1963. A lineup. I would love to be there. Have been there. And it's all put in here. It's not like stapled on here or anything. It's like they use this kind of like what looks like some kind of masking tape, like you would use in like I don't even know if you can get that in the picture there. That sort of looks like masking tape. Pretty cool, I think. Made it look like an actual scrap item. Great pictures from the Newport Folk Festival, Joan Baez. It Ain't Me, Babe, Chimes of Freedom, lyric sheets. There's a couple of them in here, obviously. Here's a ticket to one of Bob's concerts in 1964, December 4th. SDS, faculty, alumni. $2. All sales final. No refund. All seats unreserved. And they're really tiny right there, so I can't tell that it's legit because it's perforated, like an actual ticket. I mean, it's like a real ticket, but as you can see right there, the very tip-top reproduction. So I cannot sell this as an actual 1965 Bob Dylan ticket because I just might, because I'm that kind of a person. Let's see what else we got here. More pictures of Bob. And this is interesting. This looks like something you'd still get today. This is a Carnegie Hall little leaflet that you get. If you go to any sort of play hall or orchestral hall, they come with these kind of things. It's got the different people playing, like, you know, all kinds of people. And then there's Bob, Sir Malcolm Sargent, Ed Montgomery with his wand, and Michael Davis, Bob Dylan. Pretty cool. Carnegie Hall. More stuff. God, that looks real. Here's a newspaper thing with the Beatles talking about Dylan. Beatles say Dylan shows the way. Advertisement for a Guild guitar. Good guitar. Here's Gates of Eden and Like a Rolling Stone lyric sheets. I mean, there's a bunch of them, so because it's a lot of lyrics, but you saw the other ones. It's just like the other ones. Here is actually, I don't know what to do with these. These are actual stickers that they actually handed out or gave with at the Don't Look Back premieres and stuff. I mean, these are actual stickers, as you can see. I don't know what to do with them. I was tempted to put them on my guitar case, but I think I'll just keep them here because I just don't, you know, why. A little leaflet for Don't Look Back. A great documentary. Great documentary. Come on. This actually, at my high school graduation, we all had to make like a board, you know, like those art boards, those big cardboard things, and you had to make it about your life or whatever, and the stuff you're into, and what you're into, and what you want to do with your life and everything. And I had this standing up in front of it because this is a little stand, as you can see, and I had this guy standing up in front of it. I'm sure people were like, either they thought it was incredibly weird, or they thought it was really fucking badass. Bobby with a beautiful Fender Stratocaster. Smart man. You know, it's funny. I think about, you know, how everybody like Eric Clapton and Pete Townsend and all those people say, oh man, I started playing a Stratocaster to be like Jimi Hendrix. But obviously, if anybody knows anything about Jimi Hendrix, and if you read his book, which it's put up somewhere, I showed it in my book video, he talks about, or he doesn't talk about it, but he was really, really into Bob Dylan. He covered a bunch of his songs, and like obviously All Along the Watchtower is probably the biggest, but he covered a ton of Bob Dylan songs in concert and everything. And so and Bobby was playing these Stratocasters long before Hendrix was big. So I'm thinking that Bob might have got Jimmy into the Stratocaster situation, which I never ever thought about that until just now when I was looking at that. And that's honest to God truth. I never thought about that. I never made that connection. Because I always thought, oh yeah, all the guys always say, Eric Clapton says, I play a Stratocaster because I wanted to be like Jimi Hendrix. He made the Afro because he wanted to be like Jimi Hendrix when he played with Cream. Here's a Billboard sheet from, the year is not on here, but Help is #1 by the Beatles. And number 8 is It Ain't Me by the Turtles. It Ain't Me Babe by the Turtles, obviously it's a Bobby song. Like a Rolling Stone is number 4. Here's another album cover with some writing. How Does It Feel to Be on Your Own, Just Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan, 1965 signature. Pretty cool. Newport Notes by Robert Shelton, who was a music critic when he went to Newport, the Newport Folk Festival in '65. I'm not sure if that's when Bob went electric. I think it was, because this guy writes the notes about, yeah, it definitely was, because this guy writes notes about people yelling obscenities, telling him to switch stuff up. She's Your Lover Now lyrics, very cool. It's written on, no, this is typed, or yeah, with a thing, and I guess he sort of drew all over it, drew random shapes and stuff for whatever reason. Oh, it's another newspaper clipping. And that's that. I obviously wasn't able to show everything because there is a lot in this, but very cool stuff. Very cool stuff to read and interesting stuff. I can't remember another song that I was writing that I wanted to play for anybody, so I'll play you Cocaine Blues. My brain.